In this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 competitive multiplayer shooters for the Oculus Quest. Stick around. Hi guys, my name is Tony and welcome back to JackaldudeGames Gaming. Today, we're talking about the top 5 multiplayer shooters for the Oculus Quest. Now, if you don't think you're quite ready for a multiplayer competitive shooter setting, look at my last video where I talked about the top 5 single-player VR shooters. Now, each of the titles I'm going to share with you today all fall into a competitive shooter category, but they each do so in a really unique way. If this video is informative or helps you out at all, give it a thumbs up so more people can see it, and think about subscribing to see more of this in the future. Now, let's get started. At number 5, Blaston. Blaston is a fun and colorful shooter that puts you on a pedestal in front of one other opponent. Weapons will randomly spawn around you as you scramble to grab them to defend yourself, shoot the other enemy, and dodge, while whittling their health down to 0. Winning these matches allows you to unlock different skins, badges, and additional weapons to add to your own personal loadout. Blaston is unique because it doesn't suffer the Achilles heel a lot of other VR multiplayers face, and that's just low player counts. There's so many multiplayer VR games now, some of them become very difficult to find matches, but in Blaston, you only need one other person. Number 4, Solaris Off-World Combat VR. Solaris is a fast-paced squad shooter, and it seems all of the decisions made in this game are to push the fast-paced mantra forward. It's not going to be like a lot of other shooters you face with no realistic reloading or actually being able to interact with things with your hands, as power-ups, weapons, and health are all picked up by running over them. But as you run, sprint, and teleport around the map, you and your squad look for spawned zones. You capture these zones, and as you hold them, your team gets points. The first team to 200 points wins. Out of all the games we're going over today, this is the one that screams esports the most to me. So if you want to play a team-based squad shooter instead of worrying too much about reloading mechanics, this might be the game for you. Also, if you're just getting started with Solaris, be sure to check out my 5 tips and tricks to do better in Solaris VR. Number 3, Onward VR. No, not that Onward. Onward is the first officially supported military simulation shooter on the Oculus Quest. Onward tries to focus on the realism of weapons and how they handle. And while this game has game modes like Team Deathmatch and Gun Game, it actually gives you the tools to focus on more tactical ways to play. Attachments, fully customable loadouts, and cool gadgets are all tools they give you to help you be more tactical in game modes that don't have such a high respawn rate. Number 2, Contractors VR. Contractors is another military sim, but with some significant differences. Contractors allows for a full body simulation, as in it simulates a body for you and the movement of that body is based on the tracking of your hands and head. I'd say Contractors focuses on more fast-paced matches as their maps are generally smaller than Onward's. But with their recently free update that added a lot of World War II weapons to the game, this game has one of the highest variety of weapons to choose from. And in at number 1 is Population 1. See what I did there? If you know anything about multiplayer shooters on VR, you have heard of Population 1. It is the go-to game for battle royales in VR. And while it may look like someone just took Fortnite and PUBG and shoved it into VR, it's really so much more. The reloading system is quite clever in my opinion. Like in Solaris, there is no reloading system, and in a game like Onward, it is a very technical, realistic reloading system. But Population 1 found a sweet spot in the middle. You don't pull a mag off your hip, but you still get that feeling of reloading a gun in VR that feels so good, and still makes it quick enough to be a part of competitive play. But the thing that stands Population 1 out from anything else is its vertical combat system. Being able to scale up any building, tower, or wall, including the walls you make yourself, gives you almost an infinite amount of vantage points, and being able to glide from practically anywhere, from running off of a ledge and spreading your arms, really makes this game almost explorable. Population 1 has quickly become an addiction for me, so I hope I see you in there. And like, frantically peeling a banana behind a dumpster while hiding from people trying to kill you is probably not a situation you'll ever find yourself in the real world. If it is, you'll be ready for it. So there you have it, guys, my top 5 multiplayer competitive shooters for the Oculus Quest. If any of this helped you out at all, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and think about hitting the subscription button down below. I love having fun in VR, and I want to help you have fun there too. Now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And remember, you're doing great, and I'm proud of you.